Good morning, everyone. His Eminence, the Right Reverend Archbishop Atajanyan, Chancellor of the Holy Synod and Supreme Religious Court of the Armenian Patriarchate of Jerusalem, His Excellency, Mr. Tzolag Momjian, Honorary Consul of the Republic of Armenia, Professor Israel Charny, Executive Director of the Institute on the Holocaust and Genocide in Jerusalem, distinguished guests. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much, Professor Jonathan Kaplan. It's a great honor for me to talk to you today. I used to sit there and hear lectures of distinguished professors of the Hebrew University, and it seems today is my turn to talk to you about the Armenians and the Armenian Genocide, the Armenian cause. And let's start the lecture. We have here on this slide the three-colored Armenian flag with a memorial sign of centennial of the Armenian Genocide, the flower which is called Not Forget Me. Do not forget me. This is the sign of the centennial of the Armenian Genocide. There's a theory, if people would prevent the Armenian Genocide, will ever happen the Jewish Holocaust? It's a question. I will leave this question to you. Now, it was a profound, victorious place called Musadag, the site of an Armenian resistance during the genocide of 1915. There were some places where people were slaughtered like sheep. There were places where people were fighting for their future. This revolt was led by an Armenian who married to a French lady. He studied military art. And he understood that they are going to be slaughtered, and he started a revolt. Nearly 250 men took part in the defense, fighting of Turkish armies in June 1915. The Armenians had refused deportation and fled to the highest mountain in the town, and from July to September of 1915, they defended themselves until French ships rescued them. This is some horrible pictures of see here crucified Armenian women. See, here we see an Armenian mother died out of starvation with her 2 babies. Here we see some Armenians burned alive. And here we see some Armenian children died of starvation. This is a church of Saint Bovnan in Bagrevan region, before and after. Systematically were destroyed all the Armenian places, let's say, monasteries and churches, architecture, castles, buildings, bridges, literature, manuscripts were burned, old print books burned, khachkars, which are the cross stones paintings, icons, frescoes. Almost 4,000 Armenian churches and monasteries were targeted and demolished during Turkish military trainings. What kind of conclusions we can say after this lecture? I believe in love of God, and I believe in humanity. And this is what we are as a humankind, and we especially as a priests. And I studied here in this university religion. You know, religion must bring love, must bring peace, must bring harmony. And the dialogue is important. And I'm very much grateful to you that you came today to hear, sacrificed a very short time of your life to know something. Maybe most of you know much more than I know. But it is important to bring peace to the world. Thank you very much.
The one point that I made in my remarks in Yerevan was that the Armenian Genocide gives us a glimpse of the same kind of thinking that applies to many other genocides. For example, here's an excerpt from a fatwa in 1915. But as you listen to the words, I suggest that you think of all the proclamations and fatwas that you are hearing coming out of ISIS in our times. Kill them. God will punish them in your hand and put them to shame, and you will overcome them. God has bestowed upon you a great favor. The tears of the faithful for centuries are bearing fruit. Your enemies are trembling under your hand. Attack them from every side. Wherever you meet them, kill them. Jihad, jihad, O Muslims, blow the trumpet everywhere. The great God is ordering you to fight with your foes, and on, the poetry of death and killing. Then and now. Now, to me, to many of us, it's very obvious that the most immediate danger in our contemporary world is issuing from Islam. I have no hesitation in saying it. I had one book of mine which is about suicide bombers, the psychology of suicide bombers. It's been published, but turned down by 2 publishers about 8 years ago because I said too many things about Islam. And in the great American way, I was defined as Islamophobic, which I am not. And I want to emphasize that it is not only Islam. The same kind of thinking can be found in many places in the world which have no relationship to Islam. There is a sickness in the human mind of seeing differences, seizing on them, creating polarities, calling them black, rotten, sick, bad, us good, deserving, honorable, and justifying killing.
I would like to thank Professor Charny, who is unique with his book, Encyclopedia of Genocide, and his defense on the Armenian cause, Father Emmanuel, and you all who are very special to us. Thank you.